And we are live. What's up, guys? Welcome to Fresh Air Podcast. We're here with the Crypto Boys. Let's get into it.
Let's go.
All right, we're back. We're live. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Fresh Air Podcast, man. Regular edition. We're here with Charlie and Miguel, Dollar Cost Crypto and Cultivate Crypto, aka Crypto Mindset. Yeah, welcome to the show,
welcome
guys.
Back, guys.
Yeah, welcome back. Charlie and Miguel, you guys want to introduce yourself? We're starting a little bit behind schedule, so we'll get right into it.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely. My name's Charlie. Me and Miguel do the Crypto Mindset course together. So we're both co-founders of that. Been doing that and educating the people in the red pill and beyond here since September of 2020. So we've been at this for quite a bit of time now. And yeah, we do YouTube channels on the daily. I just did mine over on Cultivate Crypto. We did one last night on Dollar Cost Crypto's channel. And yeah, this is what we do best, which is answer your guys' questions and let you guys know what's happening in the crypto market. Every time we are here, it tends to be a pretty good time to get into the market. And every time, you know, we have the course, there's always a good profit-taking opportunity. So that's what we were trying to mention to your guys here this week so that everybody can get in. But how about you, Miguel?
Yeah. Hey, my name is Miguel, or Dollar Cost Crypto. Been in crypto since 2016. Yeah, co-founded the Crypto Mindset course with Charlie in 2020, and we've onboarded a tremendous amount of people into the crypto mindset. I think we've just passed into 18,000 territory now.
Yep.
Let's go. Yeah, shout out, man. So we've onboarded over 18,000 people into the crypto space, primarily through the red pills, the red pills sort of zone. And kind of what's going on right now is we're the steady hand, right? Every other influencer is either celebrities are rugging coins, guys are telling you it's over, and you know, don't listen to them.
Yeah, none of the metrics, if you look at the crypto metrics for Bitcoin, everything. I was doing this on my show a little bit earlier. We're going in depth into what's happening today on Bitcoin. We're going into the end of a 60-day cycle. We actually have Trump Jr. speaking at the Ethereum / DeFi conference in Denver the day after tomorrow. And, you know, it's not a coincidence here that we've had, you know, Trump Jr., that whole group with Liberty Financial buying. I think they bought, what, $500 million plus of crypto or Ethereum specifically over the last 1 month. So those guys are, you know, they're getting in the market pretty freaking heavy. And today we had Citadel Securities, the guys who helped the GME short back in the day. They're getting into crypto now too. Yeah. They're wanting to rival Binance, Coinbase, and Crypto.com in the United States. So you have within Wall Street, because I think they have about $56 billion under management, but you have these large companies now being like, okay, we want time to get in. And so we have had a lot of selling from your OG Bitcoiners, your people who've been in the market quite a long time, you know, since 2012 or before, selling. And then you have a lot of these large banks, BlackRock and everybody buying. So we haven't had an ETF buy spree yet this year, but with regulations coming around the corner pretty soon, this is why Citadel's getting into the game. They're starting actually by having most of their operations overseas. Once regulations get passed in the next 3 to 6 months, then they're going to be bringing that onshore more to the United States. So there's a lot of big money coming into the game. And really, I think this cycle's mostly the cycle of big money. So you're getting a little bit of a start-stop market compared to last cycle, which means this dip is a great time to be buying and then getting into the market and playing the next bounce. But yeah, you have to be a little bit more on your toes compared to past cycles.
Yeah, the cycles are getting more and more complex. AI is a big part of that. But we're in the big migration right now, you know, like you said, right? A lot of crypto company. If you actually look at crypto, most of the tech is really US based. It's just like, it's kind of like we've had a big brain drain because US regulation has not been the best. It's gone overseas. it's flown to Puerto Rico, Dubai, Europe. It's just gone to, different countries where, it could actually like grow freely. And now the United States is very pro crypto, and there's a possibility of like, maybe if you hold the crypto for over a year, there's no more tax on it. It's become really lucrative. So a lot of coins are going to start coming over here, repatriating to the United States and saying, hey, we're actually a US based cryptocurrency now. And there's going to be huge, tax incentives for that right now. So the working group, I think in about 4 months, is going to release the full doctrine for crypto in terms of stuff that they're going to do. It's pretty much being led by David Sachs and pretty much everyone you can think of, from BlackRock and every other major institution, as well as the head of a lot of government agencies, especially in the financial sense. They're going to come out with basically, this is the rhetoric, and at first they're going to come out with like stablecoin rules, because the United States cares a lot about the dollar, of course, right? And then they're going to come out with general crypto rules. But one that they've been kind of floating around in terms of crypto is that like meme coins are going to be classified as basically NFTs or like art pieces, versus if you promise a coin like, hey, I'm making a coin and it's going to have a game attached to it, and we're going to be a DEX, and the more you start saying, and we're going to be this and that, and we're going to create all this extra stuff to create user value, then it becomes more of a security versus like, hey, this is my community project, you can yield farm on it, but it's a meme basically. And they basically gave, I think, Trump and the family a big out, along with like a lot of these other celebrity guys basically as well, just so they don't get in trouble.
Yeah, and if you kind of look right now at who's getting in, this is the first step of mass adoption right now that we have in crypto. So we have BlackRock coming in, we have Citadel coming in, we have governments wanting to start to come in. I mean, El Salvador has been in since the last cycle. So this is the very first step of mass adoption. As we get mass adoption, the question is, at what point does mass adoption reach a tipping point? And it's harder than, you're basically, when do you get in late? When are you too late to this trend? When are you kind of too late to be educated in this side? Not in terms of like it's something that you can't get educated in at all, but meaning you're behind the rest of the crowd. I would say that's probably going to come before the end of this decade. So probably around 2028, 2029. We have a full 4 years of this administration passing positive regulations and laws for the cryptocurrency space. So that
maybe a Trump third term.
I mean, you could see Eric Trump running or something like that. But yeah, at the end of the day, you see so many big players coming into the game. If you get a change in administration, even to the Democrats, at that point, you've had so much pro-crypto stuff get passed that it's really hard to pull a lot of that stuff back.
Right.
And when you have all the banks that are paying Nancy Pelosi or telling her insider information to get her, annual salary of what, like $235,000 up to like $230 million.
Nancy don't miss, bro.
Yeah, she doesn't. But those types of politicians who are dirty and getting that money in the background, right? Where they're getting it from, a lot of the times they're getting it from the banks and different connections with them. So money is often the time where those two connected. So I would imagine that maybe if the Democrats wanted to try to pull back some stuff from crypto next cycle, that is possible, but they wouldn't be able to take back everything. And so, and it is more positive for them to be politically neutral when it comes to crypto, since money is money. But over the long term, basically rest of this decade, we have so many of these players coming in that it would be crazy to, see crypto go away. And so they're going to be consistently accumulating. We saw Michael Saylor buy, I forget how many more billions of Bitcoin today. $2 billion.
$2 billion.
Yeah. He just casually just dollar cost average this into the market. But if you look at his buys since the last cycle, he's up on his money. And he's basically just been buying the entire time since the last bull market. So that's one of the strategies that if you're buying Bitcoin, you're buying Ethereum, pretty much for the rest of this decade, you're just dollar cost averaging in your savings into that, especially at opportune times like at these cycle lows, which we tend to come on to the Fresh and Fit stream. These are usually good times to be throwing in a good chunk of money. So that's why we put this here.
Yeah, we always try, like we said this in the last show, we'll say it again. We don't come on the show typically when Bitcoin's at its all-time high, when it's a big hype phase, because we want you guys to get the best value. Even if you don't get into the crypto mindset course, we want you to, maybe if you might offhandedly hear, you know what, I'm gonna invest in some crypto, I'm gonna buy some Bitcoin, I'm gonna buy an altcoin, I'm gonna buy some SUI. You're gonna get in at a good price, right? Like on average, last time we were here in September, at the very least, you know, you're up 30% on whatever you bought in September. Some coins like Dogecoin, you're up like 2.5 times what it was then. Other coins, you're up even more, right? So it just depends on the risk curve that you're in. But I mean, Bitcoin was literally 60 grand, 63,000. Today it's 90,000. You know, so that, I mean, that's a really big jump and stuff like that. So, and that's on the biggest asset in crypto. But, you know, we were some of the first people to say that there was going to be a Bitcoin ETF, an Ethereum ETF, and people said, you know, we're full of shit. Now they've come true. We said there's going to be a Litecoin, a Dogecoin ETF. Now those are actually in the process of happening. XRP. I don't like XRP. I think most of America doesn't like XRP. I think most mothers of America do not like XRP. But XRP is probably going to get an ETF because they've, you know, payola in the government and
the right friends
and they're schmoozing. So it is what it is. Game is game, right? But you know, we're getting quite a few new types of ETFs for Ethereum and Bitcoin. We're getting a market adjusted ETF, which means if let's just say like we have 4 quarters, for every $1 Ethereum will get 1 quarter, and 75 cents will go to Bitcoin. And there's going to be more like dividend style ETFs for Ethereum where you're going to be able to get staking yield. And so one of the reasons why me and Charlie believe that the big institutions are buying so much Ethereum right now is because they're about to pass this new ETF, and Vitalik and the guys at the Ethereum Foundation are about to upgrade Ethereum in March. So a validator, which means is like it's a way for how you run like Ethereum on your computer. It goes from 32 Ethereum to 2,000 Ethereum. So they're changing the game for the big players. They're giving them more voting shares. They're giving me more and more rights. And effectively, they're I mean, in a way, they're kind of pimping out Ethereum, but I think it's part of the deal. So price goes up, basically. Like people are crazy to think that there isn't like background deals going down. Like absolutely there is.
That's good for Ethereum. I see some people in the chat saying, "Oh, Ethereum is 50% of its all-time high," and I'm here to say, good. Like, get in and buy. Like, what the fuck is wrong with people? Like, when it goes down, this is when you buy, guys. Like, this is when you take opportunity.
Common sense.
Like, but of course, there's idiots on here that say, "Oh, bro, is it this? I'm good on that, bro. Is that this Bitcoin idiot?"
Yeah, that's the guy calls in all the time.
He calls in
ignore him, bro.
Bitches and he always
yeah. He hates you guys, by the way. He is your guy's biggest hater.
Love you too.
And he always talks about BTC is the only one you should buy. Everything else is a scam.
Yeah.
All right, brother. Good luck with that. Listen, guys, real quick. With the advent of AI coming about to businesses as a more prevalent thing, what coins should people look at closely
Ethereum is
for
at
AI?
about 2,500 right now, 2,497.
With AI.
We have a handful of coins that we like here in the crypto space that are doing AI simply because there's only a handful that actually have AI projects that are actually being used right now. Two of the top ones are ASI, which is artificial super intelligence slash fetch, FET. Basically, those are the same coin. They are pretty much creating software where smart contracts can communicate with AI. They do have some AI capabilities within themselves, but essentially, for example, a use case would be, let's say you have a software that wants to pay itself, right? So let's say, for example, you're like, hey, I need you, my AI agent, to go through all of these paid services because, you know, there's a course here, there's some information there that I just need to scrape off the internet because I don't have enough time to do it myself. So can you please go buy all these different courses related to XYZ? You have a budget of, let's say, $5,000 to purchase these, and then give me the summary of all of that information so that I can start utilizing it and what's the most, relevant.
Wow.
You could do that with that type of thing.
Should we explain what an AI agent is a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit. I guess you want to go ahead with that?
Yeah. So it's imagine that you essentially can create a digital version of yourself. That's like the easiest way to do it. Is that like imagine that it will go through Myron's entire Twitter, and figure out like what level of tiny hat hating I like. And then you'll decide in the background, like, oh, I want it to be 100% the way I tweet, and they'll it'll be like Myron Gaines AI X, and it'll start tweeting exactly like you do on current events and stuff, and you just make it as active as you want. And that's going to be like the first evolution of it. And then from there, you can have it like do research for you, do tweets for you, possibly do content in the next 10 years. You'd even have like a digital version of yourself. So
or of your workforce,
as well. So like this is why like IP is so important. You have to, like Fresh has been saying this for a long time. You got, if you're going to start a YouTube channel, you're going to start something, you got to do it now.
Yeah.
These next 4 years, while AI is still getting kind of set up right now, you've got to get out there and make a name for yourself, make your money, get your bag, because AI is going to be disrupting like white collar and eventually blue collar work crazily.
Yeah,
bro.
and
I was in Mar-a-Lago with Myron. We had a talk with some guys, Elon's people. It's scary what's coming, man. It's very scary because the mass population, bro, doesn't know what's coming, and they're gonna be cooked, man. So very scary.
Yeah, there's a lot of good books on it. If people are getting educated right now, I would say the top two educations in technology are crypto and AI. And the intersection between them is interesting. I think Dave Knight in the chat here says crypto is the currency of AI. Absolutely will be, especially stable coins. We had a Michael Saylor actually recently tell the SEC and the Trump administration what he thinks a good kind of target for a Bitcoin strategic reserve would be, and that'd be about 20% of all Bitcoin being owned by the United States. So they actually have some targets for building that out. And so stable coins would definitely be something that the AI would use. Another kind of example use case would be, let's say you bought a group of Teslas here in Las Vegas and you wanted to have like an automated taxi service because they are automated drivers, but they can accept certain types of money. They can accept credit cards. They can accept crypto. And then, they can go fuel themselves up and pay, at any gas station with digital currency or central bank digital currency or stable coins or whatever it is. Like, you'll eventually have like all this automation from your taxi driver all the way up to, your office job.
And it's sort of like, imagine like, now the taxi business is going to be a little more like every taxi is going to be its own individual LLC or business. So it'll basically, if it makes enough money, it can pay for itself to get repaired and fixed up and stuff, and then any leftover profits gets transferred over to you. Where I would say it's taxis is going to be the first big automation, and then the other one's going to be, I would say, big rigs, basically, trucks, trailers. It's going to start off first on the major highways, and it's going to be like it's going to be this whole thing where like you're going to have a big Tesla truck driving on the interstates, and then when it starts getting to like the sketchier parts of the city, then someone takes over from there, and then eventually it's going to be like one guy watching 10 computers of trucks, and then eventually it's going to go to like one guy watching 25 trucks of them delivering things and stuff like that. And that's going to be like the automation. So the guy who's managing all that is going to make a lot of money, right? Like, I mean, truckers make good money, especially if they're driving a lot. But imagine that like a guy's, he'll probably be getting paid $300,000-$400,000, but he's managing like a ton of trucks. And then that's what's going to happen is that, we've seen through like technology that a startup with 10 people ends up making like $1 billion. Very, very, very soon, I would say the next 15 years, we're going to start seeing entrepreneurs where it's going to be like 2-person to 1-person teams. With AI, we'll start a $1 billion company. I mean, the only other company I can think of that did that was something maybe like Minecraft, where like the main guy who made Minecraft made $1 billion game. He just had a little help with music. But that's extremely rare. But that's going to become extremely common, where like we're going to start having like solopreneur with AI, creating $100 million companies, $50 million companies, $100 billion companies is going to be very, very, very common.
Yeah, and if you have economic power being centralized, then what's the way for the average person in order to lift themselves out of that? Because a lot of people will be losing their jobs and stuff from that, or be made more redundant, right? The way to kind of do that with cryptocurrency is to have something that's against inflation first and foremost, and then have something that can actually grow quite a bit beyond that. So that's why we think crypto is such a powerful tool here.
Yeah. And people doubt technology, how fast it moves.
Yeah. Let them jump in.
I mean, from a political standpoint, AI is here to stay. I made a video on this on my channel, Myron Gains X, but I try to keep the political stuff off of Fresh and Fit. But what I will say is this, just because it weaves into what we're saying. The tech bros have infiltrated the White House. They've infiltrated the Republicans. They've infiltrated MAGA, and they're here to stay. Elon Musk, Bezos, Zuckerberg, Altman, all these guys, Peter Thiel, Sam Karp, Palantir people, PayPal Mafia, they're here. And I was watching a speech by Vivek Ramaswamy earlier. He's running for governor of Ohio. He's probably going to win just because of his enormous platform, and no one really knows who the fuck, his competitor is going to be. And during his speech, he was pushing for AI deregulation. Also, J.D. Vance also talked about, the vice president of the United States, AI deregulation, right? Well, why? Well, because all the backers and the MAGA, when they brought J.D. Vance in, a lot of them are tech bros. So what I foresee is it's here to stay. And what I predict is going to happen is after Trump does this term, 2028, I predict J.D. Vance is going to run for president. Vivek is going to be his vice president. And the tech bros are going to continue to push them against the Democratic Party, because I think the Democratic Party kind of missed the train with this whole tech run. And it's going to be the Republicans that usher in this AI innovation thing. And I do foresee that's what's going to happen in 2028, because we're already seeing this talking point of AI deregulation. We need to push AI. J.D. Vance was literally in Europe talking about it. It's here to stay now at this point, at least in the United States, and they're trying to be there on the cutting edge of it. So AI and crypto is the future, guys. There's no escaping it. Like I said before, you guys know my political views when it comes to these tech bros. I don't like any of them. But when it comes to crypto in the future, that's a good sign when it comes to crypto being on the upside, and it's here to stay.
The new world order.
Space race, or like the race to get the first, atomic bomb, basically, right now. Yeah. Who's going to get the first, like, actual, like, weaponized, I don't like to say that, but like weaponized AI, basically. Yep. It's going to take a lot of that's why they're talking about building reactors again in America. Like, I can't, probably since like when's the last time they tried to make a reactor? Since the 1970s? That's probably like last time they ever built a reactor. Google's literally talking about building reactors now. And that's how much energy is needed to power these essentially these weapons. And what happens is we're not going to, us consumers, we're not going to get that, right? But what happens is it gets so advanced that the little offshoot stuff that it shoots out, like the chat GBTs, because the stuff we're playing around with now is kind of like just funny. It's like it's toys basically, right? Yeah, but
early tech.
It's early tech, but that doubles or quadruples in intelligence and speed and power and the ability for it to, do calculations or gather information, that it makes those little like toy AIs so much better that you could start doing incredible things and stuff like that. So like some of the stuff we're talking about, the AI agents, is still really early. We guys in crypto are doing it right now, but it's still super early. It's clanky. It's just, it's kind of,
if you look at it from a crypto angle as well, when you did get a lot of the tech stuff coming into the stock market in the late 90s, early 2000s, what happened? You did get a lot more arbitrage happening. And so you got a narrowing in the spread of stocks and trading within stocks, right? So you had the low latency trading bots, essentially, of Wall Street, really making the most money. So the closer you were to the centralized server, the faster you can get that data, the more you can make the arbitrage on the money, the faster, right? And so you're going to kind of see something like that, but in a decentralized manner here in crypto, because you can't go to like where Wall Street is in New York and get close to the centralized servers of the NASDAQ and everything like that. Instead, you have to have, some nodes to the Bitcoin network and other stuff in crypto. But, the faster you can get that information, the better. But it's not as much about speed as it is about automation. So there will be some automated trading and different stuff like that happening in crypto over the next couple of cycles. So that will also take a little bit of, probably by we get to the 2030s, that'll take a little bit of the ability for normal retail to make good money on it comparatively. But so I would say between the next, 6 years is the time that you really want to focus on trying to make money in this industry, because that's where the majority of people will have, good gains.
Yeah. A lot of the gains are going to, and here's the thing, man, like it's starting now. Like there's no going back. It's starting now. We've seen Bitcoin from 2008. What was it? A couple cents. Now it's damn near $100,000. I predict, and it's going to probably significantly increase over the next couple of years. We have a very pro-crypto presidential administration right now. They got Gary Gensler the fuck up out of there. They're pro-crypto. Obviously, all of J.D. Vance's backers, and most importantly, the people that support the Trump administration that are paying money, they're all pro-tech. Elon Musk was the number 1 contributor to the Donald Trump campaign, guys, right? There's a reason why he's sitting there in Doge. So less regulation, more AI. It's here to stay, man. So you're going to get the gains now. Early on in this administration, you're going to get the gains now. It's going to continue to pump. And like I said before, J.D. Vance is going to run in 2028. Vivek is going to be his guy. They're gonna already capture Ohio, because we know that he's more than likely going to win Ohio. Ohio is a huge swing state. I predict that this is going to be, and the Democrats aren't going to change the tune. They know, shit, tech is here to stay. These Republicans have made it a thing. So whether the Democrats win in the next election cycle or the Republicans, it doesn't matter. AI and crypto are here to stay, man. It's only going to become more and more potent. And then you got guys like Elon Musk, who's trying to put a pay system in through X, make it an all-together app. He's also going to be putting in crypto payments in there as well. So yeah, man, it's guys, we're literally on, like, there was obviously like a big boom between, cryptocurrency and then the smartphone. Now we're going to see another big boom with the masses adapting it. It's going to go from, because I remember cryptocurrency was like a thing that, like, you use on the dark net to buy some drugs, you get on Silk Road, you do some dumb shit like that. That's what we're looking at people when I was at a job. People that use cryptocurrency were criminals. Now it's 100% legit, and I see more and more normies are going to start getting into cryptocurrency. The value is going to shoot up. So, dude, I think everyone's mission right now is to get at least one Bitcoin if you can.
Yeah.
That should be everyone's mission.
Also, look at the job market itself. People have lost jobs in tech rapid fire. And it's just the beginning of AI, by the way. Actually, record now is 140K jobs that have been lost over Meta, Microsoft, and the platforms. And if you notice, they're now putting into platforms Bitcoin payments. So you can actually pay with Bitcoin.
It's on Cash App.
Yeah, Cash App as well. So it's here to stay, guys. It's not going anywhere.
And that was under a not so pro cryptocurrency administration. So it's here to stay, and it's only going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. I mean, fuck, the president of the United States launched a fucking coin. Like, bro, like, I don't know what else I need to tell you motherfuckers. Like, at least in the next 4 years, guys need to get on cryptocurrency, man. Like, if you weren't a believer before, you need to be a believer now. And I think every single man needs to get at least one BTC or work towards it, man. Get to a quarter, half, or one full BTC at least. That will secure your fucking future, man. That will do better than any of these stupid ass high yield savings account, whether it's Ally or any other scam ass banks that are going to give you what, 1%, 2% at fucking best. That's nothing. Bro, I've shown you guys my wallet. The market has dipped, and it's in a dip right now. I've gotten more gains on the money that I put in to crypto than anything else. Cryptocurrency has by far been the best yielding asset class of anything else. And this is coming from me. I'm a real estate guy. Guys, I just closed on my commercial deal a couple days ago. I shouldn't be telling y'all and talking about cryptocurrency. I'm a real estate guy. But I'm telling you guys the truth. Cryptocurrency has performed better than my real estate even. Just because the path to grow just goes like that, because it's growing every day. Real estate is like the slow and
steady,
methodical and steady way to build wealth. It's how 97% of multimillionaires became multimillionaires, was through real estate. But we have an enormous amount of guys building an incredible amount of wealth quickly, faster than fucking real estate through cryptocurrency. And I think if you guys go ahead and get yourself or work towards at least getting yourself one fucking Bitcoin, you're going to be in a fantastic financial position in 2028 when J.D. Vance and Vivek Ramaswamy, who I predict are going to run for the Republican ticket. And guess what? The Democrats, whoever the fuck runs there, they're going to have to be a pro-tech too. Because these guys, Peter Thiel, Altman, Sachs, all these guys, they're putting they're basically digging their heels into the fucking White House. And they're not going to be able to leave. I'm telling you guys, they are implanting the seed where tech is now forever going to be embedded in the U.S. government. There's no escaping it anymore at this point. The President of the United States launched a fucking coin, you retards. Do you not see where the fuck we're going with this shit? And I'm a real estate guy telling you guys this. I'm not even a fucking crypto guy.
Yeah.
Get in now, you stupid fucks. You motherfuckers just want to stay poor and sit there and chat in a fucking room. Like,
exactly. Michael Saylor's even said this many times. He's like, if you're saving your money in fiat currencies, you're poor, right? And that's like, it sounds like rough to people, like, but it's the fucking truth, right? Like, you need to get into this because the dollar getting inflated away every day is just that much worse. Like, but yeah, long-term speaking, I mean, this is why I call my channel Cultivate Crypto, right? Is because we're trying to cultivate more Bitcoin, more Ethereum, more of the coins that you want long-term. And there's ways to do this when the market's up as well as when the market's down. Like right now with the market coming down here today to the low 90K range for Bitcoin, it's actually a very, very good opportunity here because if you know about 60-day cycles, which we're going to show you guys in the course, the best swing trades for quarter one going into quarter two here for crypto off the 60-day cycle low. I'll explain to you guys exactly how a 60-day cycle works. Shout out to Bob Lucas for coming out with the 60-day cycles in the last, I think a couple cycles ago. But yeah, we'll show you guys how to trade with from the bottom of those cycles into, different probability of profit taking areas with the assets that are best correlated with Bitcoin. So you can make more Bitcoin, you can make more crypto, you can cultivate that.
Someone in the chat said, I'm good with my gold, silver, and houses. Great. That's great. Guess what? I'm in all those asset classes too. But I'm going to fucking tell you right now, I got silver, I got houses, but I'll tell you guys this. I'm not going to see those kinds of gains. I'm not going to see those crypto gains in any of those asset classes. Those are safe and slow, bro. I would say safe people and slow.
Ask themselves is, am I crypto literate? Like, do I have the basic literacy to get cryptocurrency, to send it from one wallet to another and to self-custody it? Like, that's all. Like, that's it. And like, if your answer is no, I can't do that, you have to get in, because if you're not crypto literate, by the time we get to the 2030s, you're going to get left behind. It's like when email in 1993, I don't know if you ever saw that old Katie Couric, like Good Morning America type thing, where she's like, what's the @ sign? I don't know what this email is. We use postal mail, right?
Right.
And then by 5 years later in 1998, every housewife had like 20 different emails that they were using, right? Like for their AOL Instant Messenger, their Yahoo and Google and all sorts of things, right? The same thing with crypto wallets. Right now, people are like, what the hell is a digital wallet? Why is my money digital, right? Like, how does this shit work? And then 5 years from now, like Myron's saying, like, it's not going away. And boom, you're going to be forced to adopt it, or you're going to understand it beforehand. And if you understand it beforehand, when it comes, it's not so scary. And actually, okay, I can use this. It's the same with AI. If you start now with AI when it's simple, right, you can actually utilize this and actually get promotions and do really well in your own business or whatever. But if you stay fearful of these technologies, or you just like don't really get it, or don't really want to get it, then you're going to get left behind. And that's just all there is to it.
That's the future, man. Miguel and Charlie, let's do
See, some stupid asset. Then why is Myron buying real estate when Bitcoin is far superior asset? Because here's the thing, my friend. There's getting money, cash flow that comes in. Then there's buying and holding, right? When it comes to cryptocurrency, I just buy and hold it. I just let it appreciate. I don't look at it. It is what it is. When it comes to real estate, it pays me back money, right, passively every month. And then it also gives me tax benefits. See, I don't know if you tune into our Money Mondays or whatever, but I've been through this like explicitly why I invest in certain asset classes. I have a reason for every single one. I could go through it if you want, but that might take a bit of time. But the point is that, dude, like, come on, man. Like, seriously, this is remedial shit that I've said before. Like,
I mean, I don't know any large, literally real estate investor that doesn't at least hold a little Bitcoin at least. I mean, you even had guys like
even Cardone. Yo,
Cardone,
the biggest.
He doesn't like to admit it.
Bitcoin hater.
He doesn't like to admit it. He's been talking shit about Bitcoin for fucking years.
Yeah, I remember.
But he still has a bunch of fucking Bitcoin. All these real estate guys, they all have Bitcoin. They just don't talk about it because it hurts their fucking, it hurts their bottom line. But I've been honest with you guys. I'll show you guys my fucking crypto wallet. I tell you guys about my real estate deals, because I'm not trying to sell you guys on anything. I'm telling you guys like, yo, this is what I do. This is how you do it. Then when Charlie and Miguel come in and they have a thing, bro, get in the fucking, it's not even a course. It's a fucking like seminar damn near. And look, you don't have to do it. You guys can go ahead, super chat a question in, and they'll answer your question. You don't have to join the fucking crypto mindset course. We want guys in there anyway that are going to take it seriously and attend every class and make a bunch of money, because we want real testimonials. But for the guys that are serious, that want to get into this, learn from the best, learn from two guys that became millionaires before they started teaching this shit. FYI, they were crypto millionaires way before they even got on YouTube and started teaching this shit. You got your guys right here. There's a reason I've been working with them for what? Damn near 5 years now at this fucking point, right?
Yep.
I didn't make a YouTube channel until I had $1 million in crypto.
You know what's crazy? Yeah. These talks we're having right now, people have behind the scenes with their wealthy friends only, and never online.
In a cigar lounge somewhere.
And you're getting free content for free, and you can just listen to the advice here by Bitcoin and Ethereum and be fine. But they give you
listen
extra
to some broke
advice.
ass niggas in the chat with an Anon account that don't have any money telling you, oh, buy the course, bro. Like, all right, man, you don't have to buy the course. You can ask some good questions right now and get some value. We're going to open it up for Q&As for you guys here in a second.
And isn't it funny? We see guys that have changed their lives joining the course, what they bought, property, they took vacations with family. They couldn't do that without that. So listen, guys, you can work a job all day, 48 years, and retire after that. But that's
and
nothing,
here's the other
bro.
thing, too. Like, let's just deal with the elephant in the room. Some of you motherfuckers are fucking stupid and have shitty credit scores. Let's be honest. You guys don't qualify to buy a fucking house. You guys don't have enough capital to buy a fucking house. You guys are too stupid to buy a fucking house, and you simply can't do it. Or you don't know how to fucking underwrite a deal and figure it out. I did multiple videos, how to buy real estate step by step, but a lot of you motherfuckers simply don't qualify, whether you don't have enough money or a lot of you guys have bad fucking credit. guess what? You could go ahead, low barrier to entry, make a fucking crypto account, whether it's with Coinbase or Kraken or what's the other one?
Crypto.com or Gemini,
whatever it may be. Go ahead and make an account, procure some coins that way. Because a lot of you guys got shitty credit, bro. We're helping you out, niggas, but a lot of you guys still got sucky credit, right?
People can make down payment money with a little bit of money. Like I mean, I started off with like, it was like I think I bought like $20 of Bitcoin. Like it was like literally, I started with $20, $40 at a time. And I slowly grinded up and built a portfolio up. And over the years, you know, you got down payment money, you got car money, house money, you know, quit your job money, wife changing money.
Hold on. Some idiot right now in the chat says, why not preach savings? Why crypto? I'll tell you why, you fucking dumbass, right now. I'll tell you why right now, bro. The reason why is because, look, go ahead, put that money in a Bank of America account, Chase account, TD Bank if you're a fucking Canadian. I don't know. Put in that bank account. All right? And watch your fucking money get eaten alive by inflation, my friend. That fiat currency is just going to sit there and lose more and more and more buying power. What you can buy today for $10, you won't be able to buy for $10 in a year from now. You understand? Yeah. Okay? So go ahead. Sit there. Let the money sit in a fucking account. Let it sit there and let it just get eroded away by fucking inflation, bro. That's one of the dumbest things you could do, is just sit on a bunch of cash, right, and not put it into some type of asset that can hedge against inflation.
Yeah, you didn't see Scrooge McDuck swimming in a pile of dollars, did you? He's swimming in a pile of gold. Yeah. So, put in stuff that will retain value.
We need to ask them, what's your credit score? What's your bank account?
Fiat currency.
For real.
You guys need to start looking at fiat currency as a tool, right? You need to get rid of it. You understand? You need to use it as a tool. Like I tell you guys all the time, right? Yo, 3 to 6 months of savings, right? Once you have that 3 month savings in cash somewhere where it doesn't even have to be in cash or fiat currency. You just need to have access to it so you can get it in case, God forbid, something happen, you get hurt, you go to the hospital, you have that money, it's liquid, you can pull it out. Once you have that 3 to 6 months of savings, you should have no fucking fiat currency. If you have it, you're accumulating it to go ahead and make a fucking play. That's the only time I'll accept you even having that money. You're holding it to make a play. Maybe you're trying to do a real estate deal. Maybe you want to make a purchase on cryptocurrency. You're watching the charts. You know you're going to make a big buy, whatever it is. But that fiat currency is a tool, okay, to put into a real asset that actually holds value, or if not better, appreciates. One more time for you stupid motherfuckers that are watching. A lot of niggas are poor trying to tell me some shit. Look, you stupid fuck. This is how it goes. Fiat currency is a tool that you use to acquire an asset that either bare minimum holds value, if not better, acquires value over time. Because guess what happens? Time always goes, okay? So your money needs to grow as the time goes. If the money dwindles as the time goes, not good. That's fiat currency, you poor, stupid motherfuckers. Like I said before, have that money liquid, 3 to 6 months. God forbid something happen, you can make something you can go ahead and pay for it. But otherwise, fiat currency always needs to be invested. The only time I have any cash, a significant amount, I'm either saving up for a real estate deal or I'm saving up to go ahead and buy some cryptocurrency or some other asset. Again, the asset holds value, or if better yet, acquires value over time, which is inevitable. Time always elapses. What the fuck are you going to do with that time? The only difference between me and you is I understand that time moves, okay? And since I know time moves, the money needs to move alongside it. That's why you're poor and I'm not, because I made something happen in that fucking time. We all have 24 hours in a fucking day, you fucking retards. If you're poor, that's your fucking fault. So don't sit here, watch this stream and sit there and be like, damn, eggs are $8. So what? Inflation ain't going back. I've been telling you guys this shit for months. The president isn't gonna fucking save you. You poor, stupid, fat piece of shit. Milk and eggs is gonna continue to go up. Bread is gonna continue to go up. And if we go to war because of them boys, it's gonna be even worse for you niggas. And last time I checked, everyone that's around Trump loves Israel. So war might be around the corner. So get your fucking money up, stupid fucks. Because inflation's only gonna get worse. What are you gonna do in the time? 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Are you going to sit there on fiat currency? Okay, I'm going to save. I'll have some more money. No, you won't. Your buying power will go down and the eggs will go up. Make a decision, you poor motherfuckers.
Well, and you're talking about people also not being able to get loans.
Damn, bro, it's always the brokest niggas that got the biggest mouths, man. Every single fucking time. The poorest niggas talk the most.
By the way, WS Baller just bought the course. Shout out to you, bro, for supporting CastleClub. We see you there, brother. Shout out to you.
By the way, we got a payment plan too. You guys can go ahead and get in there. You can make payments in installments.
PayPal.
I wouldn't be so passionate about this shit if I didn't fucking know that you guys would make money on it if you fucking play. You listen to what they say and you make some moves. I got $500,000 fucking dollars in a fucking Coinbase account. Why? Because I just listened to what they said. Buying crypto nice and slowly over 5 and 6 years made some shit happen. You can do it too.
Female, you guys, the wall is undefeated. It will loot. Your money is going to lose value over time forever as long as they keep printing it. So you have to buy valuable assets, limited assets. That's a big part of our strategy, is investing into AI, investing into things like sound money, sound investments, the new version of gold, Bitcoin, Ethereum, these cryptocurrency assets, meme coins, which is like viral ideas which can gain value over time. And then this is a really important point, is when it does crash, because every market from stocks to crypto to housing, there's always a dip somewhere. We have the cash on hand and the foresight to buy and not be scared when it crashes. Right now, every guy is like selling their coins right now. It's going to pump back up in a month. Watch. In a month, it'll pump back up. They'll rebuy back for the position. They now have less coins. They're poorer and they feel fucking stupid. Congratulations. You played yourself, because you are.
Yeah. Well, and then the other thing, like Myron was mentioning before, if you have bad credit or if you can't get a loan and different stuff like this, I mean, crypto, like we said, is becoming a real asset class. So if you do get up to that one full Bitcoin or more either in value of your entire crypto portfolio or in actual Bitcoin itself, you'll be able to, by the beginning of the next decade at latest, be able to walk into a bank and be like, I have collateral for a loan of actual hard money, right? Like I have Bitcoin, I have Ethereum, I have Solana, I have stuff that the bank now wants because the bank has ETFs on this with what do you call it? Citadel Securities, Fidelity, BlackRock, all these guys are getting into crypto. They're also allowing their clients to, through cross-chain DeFi swaps, they will be allowing clients who have their stuff in either an ETF or another vehicle within the traditional space, if they want to quote unquote cash out but natively into crypto, they'll have the ability to do that through self-custody DeFi wallets, which probably blows Bitcoiners' minds even, because that's something that we couldn't even imagine prior to 2020.
And that's in 4 years or less. Like I'll be able to walk into JP Morgan Chase with a USB stick, right? And come in with a Bitcoin, and they'll literally, so back when rates were zero, right? Myron knows, right? If you were to get a house, right, and when the rates were literally zero, you'd get a house probably for like 3%, right? With good credit, right? 3%. You'd come in there with a Bitcoin. In that same scenario, they would give you 1.9, 1.8, 1.5%, because they want that Bitcoin so fucking bad.
But it allows you to not have to sell either.
Correct.
Right? So you can keep your Bitcoin, you get the collateral, right? And then the bank gets the security of the loan, but then also you get the extra money to, I mean, if at that point you're very good at crypto, you can cultivate more crypto, take that loan, get more crypto, bring it back, and then boom. That's what Michael Saylor's doing right now.
And these loans exist already, but for commercial sort of commodity banks, you'd be able to walk in with gold, with like an actual physical gold or a stock certificate version of it, and borrow on it and get incredible rates. I mean, rates that you couldn't get with even some of the best credit, because they know if you fuck up, they take that asset, they make a fortune on it, and it appreciates over time, right? It isn't like, I'm gonna put up my motorcycle as collateral. That's gonna only go down, right? No, they're gonna grab, like, this bar of gold goes up, this silver goes up, this Bitcoin goes up, this Ethereum goes up, and they want as much as possible, because he who controls the gold make the rules, and that's just
digital gold is the digital rules for the digital age.
There's only 21 million Bitcoin, and there's 19 million of it right now, and not everyone's gonna have a full Bitcoin. And we have a strategy for you guys. We've been able to,
there's less Bitcoin in the world right now than there are millionaires and people who can buy that Bitcoin, right? So each millionaire won't even have a full Bitcoin.
Yeah. So if you have a Bitcoin right now, there's some crypto I have, I'm just not selling it. I'm keeping it forever, right? Unless I need it for some gigantic business deal, or it's got to be something like lucrative enough for me to actually touch it. But one day Bitcoin's going to be $1 million. Even like, oh my God, you know, Ethereum, I hate it so much. It's $50,000. This piece of shit doesn't move. Oh, I'm so fucking mad right now. It's $50,000. $45,000. It could be $100,000. Solana one day, right? Especially with like all the people in the government that got in, right? The PayPal mafia is heavily invested.
All right, start the show real quick. See, I see some haters in the Rumble chat, which I find very funny, because they're saying, oh, these guys are promoting bullshit coins. Bro, you niggas must be new here. Charlie and Miguel have been saying from the beginning, Bitcoin and Ethereum are the stable coins. Start there and then work your way out, learn about other coins. They've been promoting Bitcoin since fucking, when I first got on a console with Charlie, he told me to buy Bitcoin. He never told me to buy anything else. Are you guys fucking stupid? We've been saying Bitcoin for 5 damn years. Like, I don't know what the fuck these motherfuckers are coming in here saying, oh, they're saying buy altcoins. No, we've been saying Bitcoin and Ethereum. Bitcoin and Ethereum. That's what I have most of my shit in. When we talk about these other coins, that's because people ask about them, people talk about them. We go ahead and tell you guys what's going on, what's not, etc. The cryptocurrency market is always changing, guys. What's hot now might not be hot in a week. What's hot today might not be hot tomorrow. The cryptocurrency changes all the time. This is why it's good to get analysis by guys that watch the charts every fucking day like these guys do. They know what's going on. So they're answering questions, they're responding to what people ask them, etc. But when it comes to stable coins, they've been saying this for fucking years, and you guys try to bastardize what they say. They say it. Number 1, invest what you're willing to lose.
Yes.
Number 2, don't invest more than 3 to 10% of your net worth at max.
Good advice.
Always dollar cost average in. Don't wait. Buy when you can. Buy into Bitcoin. Buy into Ethereum if you want. But those are the main stable coins. They've been saying that for years. And I see you fucking idiots, some of you guys in here saying, oh, they're promoting altcoins. No, they're answering questions. They're talking about coins that are relevant because the market is ever changing.
Right. Yeah, there's a lot of people who get stuck in, like, they're old crypto people, right? They're like, whatever cycle they came in at and got like popular or well known and had a community, they like only talk about the altcoins from that period. So you still got guys talking about like Litecoin and Ripple like heavily.
Hey,
you know,
let's calm down now.
But like, you know, it's like, no, it's Sonic season. No, we have Solana now, and you know, there's a lot of other stuff going on. So there's a lot of easy ways for people to kind of like, even the people who are in the game, like to kind of get their knowledge kind of stale because they kind of just get comfortable with the market that they came in at, and they don't actually update each cycle. So that's absolutely important.
It's sort of like you like fresh, right? Like, let's just, you probably know some people you've known in Miami for a long time. You've probably seen some people that are dressing like it's still 2005 or 2010.
Facts, bro.
Like we used to make fun of it on TV shows where you see like, oh, the dad's dressed like in the 70s, right? He's like in bell bottoms. Why is that always like a big thing? Because that's the last time they were getting sex.
Yeah,
right.
They broke up with their girl.
That's when I was fucking out here killing it on the bell bottoms. and what are they doing when they go outside? They're wearing bell bottoms. And that's the same thing that happens to crypto dudes. Is that like, fuck, this is how I made my money, and then this, so I'll always do this. But the market evolves. Bitcoin or Ethereum, and eventually there's going to be a couple other blue chips that are going to be added to that list. That's going to be, maybe it's Solana, maybe it's Sonic, maybe Pulse Chain, maybe Cardano. We don't know. We're going to move along with. This is why we adapt and we change and we update the course every quarter or every 4 months, because it moves so quickly. Like 1 month in crypto is like a year in equities. And we're not even joking around about that, you know. Like we did this little joke. Like we've been in crypto for 8-9 years now. We're like 100 years old in stocks. Like we're old. We're the old guys in crypto. I mean,
you get more iterations, so you get more experience.
Right. And through the courses, right, we were able to buy like 2 cycles in a row. We bought the best absolute prices for Bitcoin and Ethereum. We bought $3,300, $3,800 Bitcoin. I bought $78 Ethereum. As a matter of fact, I bought $8 Ethereum when I got into crypto. $8 Ethereum today. Oh my God, Ethereum's not moving. Oh my God, Ethereum sucks ass.
It's $2,500.
It's I was buying Ethereum for $8. It's $2,500 today, right? And
that's low.
And that's low, right?
Yeah.
But it went from $8 in 2016 to $1,400 in 2017. It crashed to $78. Then it pumped to $4,800, and then it dumped down to where $780, which we bought as well. And then where did it go to? It went to 4,000.
And you're on 100x from $8 to $800, and that's a low to buy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and then let's do Bitcoin again, right? We were buying Bitcoin for $400 or $500 when I got into crypto, and then it went up to 20,000, and then it crashed to 3,300, and then it went up to 69,000, and then it crashed down to 15,500, which we bought. We told you guys, we told everybody, Waller, everybody, we were buying below $20,000, and some of the big guys didn't have the fucking balls to even buy Bitcoin below 20 grand because they were scared because like I don't know,
it'll never go above 20 grand ever again.
I need resistance. It has to be above 2017 price.
It's never gonna go above 1,000. It's never going to go above 20,000. It's never going to go above what? 100,000?
Like right. we have guys that are like talking the most shit out here in crypto saying like, oh man, I was so early on on Solana. They didn't buy Solana until it was $80 fucking. We were buying it personally I bought it at $16. A lot of our guys bought it at $9, $8. When it was dick in the dirt, dead Solana. And I don't like Solana, by the way, personally, but hey,
I like the money it makes.
We like the money it makes, right? So we're and our guys do too. Everybody hates Sonic. Oh, Sonic and Solana hate each other. We made a fortune with Sonic.
Well, and technically Sonic is way better technology.
Much better than It's very so the scary thing with Solana and a bunch of the other L2s is they're very centralized. It means if they don't like you or something happens, they could freeze your money, right? Government control. Where Ethereum doesn't matter how, like, look what happened with North Korea. North Korea like just literally stole $1.2 billion and they couldn't do shit about it. Yeah. They couldn't do shit about it. And I know doesn't sound good, but that is good because if they won't stop North Korea, that means they won't stop you. That means an evil government can't stop your money from moving across borders. If I want to leave the country with my Bitcoin or my Ethereum, I can, and there's nothing that you can do about it. That's power. That is power. That is why we're fighting so hard to make sure to promote the decentralized cryptocurrencies versus the central bank digital currencies, which I'm very proud to say Trump is very against. And at least for the next 4 years, we will not have a central bank digital currency in the United States. Maybe one day, with Myron's correct, we have these tech bros that control the government now. I think maybe in the next 4 years after that, I think it's possible. Yes, we will have a central bank digital currency, but we're going to put people in place so they make a bunch of money this year. They buy the lows in early 27, 26. We came here, we actually did a mega course. First time we ever did it. We skipped an entire course, fused it together, literally didn't do another course for 6 months. And we got everybody from fresh and fit to our guys to buy the all-time low of this cycle. Bought everything, every coin you could fucking imagine, from XRP, Solana, Ethereum, Bitcoin, anything you could think of. We bought the best prices on it.
Real quick, somebody asked a good question here in the chat.
You were screaming on here. We're trying to get people to buy.
Real quick. Somebody asked a good question. Scroll up, Bills. It's Rumble, on Rumble. So on Rumble ran in. He goes, I'm willing to pay for the course. My one concern, this comes from Victor B94, is will I be able to rewatch the seminar if for whatever reason I miss it live? I'm a truck driver and I literally had to pull over to write this message.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we've actually had a ton of truck drivers. We should actually have like a subgroup of like crypto mindset fucking trucker version, because seriously, we have like a ton of them every single quarter. Yep. They'll come in, they'll be asking video questions. Like we have some of them that are like going to bed or whatever in their truck and like they're asking questions on their phone to us. The best case that I had was a trucker who was kind of telling me exactly how he studied the best. And I think this is probably how I would do it if I was a trucker, which is he would go on like 2 weeks at a time. He'd be trucking the whole time. He'd be like driving probably like 12 to 18 hours a day. He'd be listening to the webinars as they're live, but he wouldn't be able to take much in terms of notes, or he wouldn't be able to really, watch all the charts and everything that we show. He would be able to take like a note here and there being like, okay, this timestamp in the video is where I want to go back to once I have the recording. So usually about 12 to 16 hours max after each recording session. Which happens every evening or every morning at 10 a.m. and every evening at 10 p.m. Eastern. After each of those sessions, you get the recordings in our chat or in our announcements section that you get invited to once you purchase the course. And what he did was when he got home after those 2 weeks, he'd already listened to all the information because he had plenty of time to sit there and absorb what he was listening to. But then you go back to those timestamps that he made, be like, okay, I wanted to go see what was on that chart. I wanted to go see what kind of research on YouTube or on Telegram or whatever that person was doing at that time. I want to see that yield farm and see how that works, right? And so then when he got back home, he was home for about 2 weeks. then he'd had that, what do you call it, restudying or put the information back in. And so by actually listening to the information twice, but the second time being more concentrated on the right sections, he actually remembered and retained everything a lot better. And so by the time I had a consultation with him one-on-one, you know, he was asking way more sophisticated questions and actually getting as much use out of that time as possible.
And truckers are like the absolute largest consumers of like literally like podcast, audiobooks. Yeah. People don't know that actually. Like even before he went all digital with podcasts,
they make good money too sometimes.
Yeah, they like truck drivers were the single largest consumers of like books on CD, books on cassette. I mean, dude, truckers are incredibly smart, and I think the guys, especially listening here to Fresh and Fit, are going to adapt to the AI side. And when trucks get automated, these guys might end up creating their own company, getting their own trucks. And this is how you get capital for that, or at the very least, hey, I'm gonna make a little bit of money here, and I'm gonna transition into something else, or a different type of business, or at the very least get the startup capital with a couple of my buddies to start a trucking company, or get a piece of one. And stuff. Yeah. You need capital, right? You need to take your capital, multiply it, and then take a shot, right? Because the best money that you can invest is in yourself, because they can't take that education away from you, right? This is why we do crypto. It's called crypto mindset. It's not crypto retardo gains, right? Which we do pretty well.
There is a coin called retardio that is off market,
well, yeah.
You know,
we do all right. We do all right over here, but it's about crypto mindset. It's about putting you in the right financial set to make longer term plans. Dude, you know where our competition is? Our competition are a bunch of basically broccoli head dweebs that can't think more than 2 weeks ahead. Like you just been thinking a year ahead, 2 years ahead, which is, I know, crazy, right? I mean, just to think that you have a future is crazy.
Yeah, we had a supporter actually that does trucking for a living, and he spoke about always having a lot of money and time. He didn't know what to do with it. He watched the podcast a couple of times, didn't get the course at the very beginning. Second time he came around, he bought the course, and he wanted to know when to sell, because he knows when to buy when it's low, but he doesn't know when to sell. He did the course, understood how to buy, how to sell, and within that next cycle, when he sold, bro, he made more money than he actually made that year in trucking. And he bought a property, he's looking to invest in other things. So I think the best part about the course is knowing when to sell, in my opinion, because that's the key there, especially when altcoins, all that stuff. So honestly speaking, guys, truckers are really smart. Some of them are. And if they're smart about what they do and get on the industry, Bitcoin is the way they can do that pretty easily.
And this is like kind of a scary fact. Let's just say you make $100,000 a year, right? As a trucker, right? And I won't even use trucker, but just anyone in general in the United States, right? You make $100,000. Usually 20% of that that $100,000 is discretionary income that you can spend on anything you want: trucks, girls, drugs, jewelry, clothes, games, investments, and
some of those, not all of those are recommended.
Not all of those are recommended. No, especially not all at once. But that 20, but imagine that, right? Like I'm talking because people, rents all-time highs, food costs all-time highs, gasoline, repairs. Just everything. You guys know this. You guys are living the life right now, right? Everything costs money. The prices are only going up. Yesterday's price is not today's price, right? It keeps going higher and higher and higher. So that $20,000 that you may be able to scrimp and save throughout a whole year, when somebody like a trucker or somebody that's really working extremely difficult for their money manages to make their yearly income, that's 5 years of savings. It's not like, oh wow, I made my yearly income. No, brother. You made in reality, you really actually, in terms of economic energy that you can use, you've got 5 years of energy.
Yeah.
That's how crazy that is. People like, oh yeah, I make $40,000 a year. I made $40,000, brother, my brother in Christ.
That's just within a few months of him taking the information and utilizing it.
Exactly right. Now, obviously, there's timing, and me and Charlie do not like we don't sugarcoat shit about that. We tell you guys, hey, there's times to put in money and times not. We believe this is a really great time, and there's gonna be a point in time later on where we'll tell you guys, hey, we're exiting positions, we're getting out, we're still jumping in a couple coins, like make some fast money here or there, but we're exiting positions, getting into cash. It's crashing. Stay with us now. Time to buy.
The other thing I want to say real quick too, because a lot of these idiots in the chat and that are watching on Rumble, you guys are on Rumble because you guys don't like a certain thing, right? Guess who controls fiat currency? Guess who controls the Federal Reserve? Guess who controls the banks? The only way that you're going to be free from that bullshit, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about, is you got to be, hell, even real estate, bro. They could go ahead and tell you, oh, we're going to debank you. We're not going to honor your loan because we don't like what you got to say. The only place that you're truly free and you can say fuck off is with cryptocurrency, guys.
Right.
Yep.
It's the truth.
100%.
At least for now.
You got to make so much money that you're no longer cooking, you're Hebrewing. You know, that's the kind of money you got to make, right? That's what you level your money, man. You get to the point where you're no longer cooking, you're Hebrewing. Okay.
Yep.
There you go.
We got some chats here. Well, chats actually piled up for questions. What's the first one here, Bills? Here we go. So Marquis says, since Bongino is no longer going to do his show, Rumble will lose quite a bit of traffic. Viewers that only watch Don will quit, and others will get distributed amongst other political streamers. And if you play your cards right, you can grab some of that market share as it'll help you grow. You might even reach your goal faster than you anticipated.
We'll see. I mean, Bongino's audience, I'll be honest with you, are a lot of stupid boomers that think Israel's our greatest ally. So, hey, man, if they want to go in and be based, then yeah, I call it like it is. But congratulations to Bongino, and obviously,
Good stuff,
Deputy
man.
Director of the FBI is huge. That's
awesome.
Big thing. He's gonna take a pay cut too. By the way, guys, they don't pay shit. But obviously, when you get a calling like that, it's about way more than just the money.
Yeah.
We got.
Do they like a 1K match you or something when you're in the feds?
Yeah, for your TSP, yeah, which is like your 401k, which is hilarious.
Okay.
But yeah, he's gonna take a huge pay cut because he's got to be making a few million a year right now.
He'll be good.
He's gonna be making like 200k a year with the FBI at most.
Just write a book after is good.
He'll be
Yeah.
good. He'll be good. Trust me, he'll be good. What's the next one?
Let's see here.
Yeet. During the last CMC course, had most of my investments in ETH and Pepe. Kind of knew what to know. What are things that Citadel provides? I guess they want to know. Citadel.
Yeah, so Citadel's our $100 a month product. You get a $50 rebate every month you renew in there towards the future crypto mindset course. It's really about $48 a month. But yeah, the Citadel, it's a good way. Like if you're like, hey, I've taken the course before, I've gotten some good information, but I want to kind of chill and maybe focus on just a few trades this quarter, or just kind of maintain, in the market, but I'm busy this quarter and different things like that. Then you can jump into the Citadel. That's a good way to stay somewhat up to date with the market, along with our YouTube on Dollar Cost Crypto and Cultivate Crypto's YouTube. But we do recommend, like we had somebody ask us in one of our in the last quarter chat earlier today, like, would you recommend getting into the next crypto mindset course, which is the one that we're doing now, or would you like jump into the Citadel? I told them, like, hey, if you've got the time right now to be paying attention to the market and really like compounding your bag here, get into the course, because this quarter in March we do have a lot of new projects coming out. So crypto is very, very active right now going into the first part of 2025 here. But we actually have, and I'll share the schedule with you guys here in a little bit if you want to take a look at it. But we do have a webinar where we're going to be paying attention to an absolutely brand new cryptocurrency launching within the month of March. And then we're going to be talking about kind of a Moon Gang node. That's our group of people, essentially, within the course. Sorry?
Oh, okay. The schedule's up right now.
Oh, yeah. I have the schedule on my side, but I think Mo has it on their side if they want to.
Can you pull up?
I don't know if they can
talk about that a little bit too.
Yeah, these 15 webinars are all live, by the way, but they are also recorded, and the recording comes out within less than 24 hours. And the recordings are permanently yours; they never get deleted. You also get invited to a very large, what's it called, Telegram chat, where we have alumni and we have ourselves and stuff answering questions, helping guys out. We have lists of basically a spreadsheet of safe places to go, and it's we've kind of whittled it down to very specific to countries and stuff, because some countries you can't use certain things, other ones you can. Yep. My Jamaican brothers have a lot of trouble.
The other thing too, just so you guys know, we got options for you guys. So if you want to make a payment plan, you can do a payment plan. Course is $1,000, man. Fucking everyone makes their money back on the course immediately, right? If you go into the classes, it's a live Zoom call. You watch the charts with them. They teach you what's going on. You could be, have no idea of crypto, be advanced. You're gonna get something out of this thing. And like I said, the guys make their money back. You can get on a payment plan. We offer that.
PayPal.
You could with PayPal.
Yep.
Okay. You can pay on PayPal, or for our CastleClub guys, we got something special for our CastleClub guys, which we'll go ahead and we'll put a link in CastleClub on for a premium, and for CastleClub, we got something special for you guys over there that you might want to go ahead and use that. But
speaking of CastleClub,
but yeah,
this next chat is hilarious. Senor Granados says, had a great time with the meetup. The networking was insane. Thank you all for all that you do. WMO Money Mondays. Mo, you want to talk about this picture, bro? What you were doing with all these ladies? Holy shit.
I was donating to the church.
This nigga, bro. Hey man, say man, it's your boy Smooth.
All right.
Okay.
Was he gold rushing or was he booty trapped by the
It
river?
was the gold rush, man. The gold rush, man.
This is all.
gold rush,
this is
okay,
all
okay.
allegedly.
Gold,
by
that's
the
the goal, man. Johnny Boy says, I got charged by PayPal for the crypto mindset course, but never got it in yesterday. Could you email them directly? What's your email, Charlie?
Yeah, if you go to support@cultivatecrypto.com, then just send us an email with the screenshot of your PayPal purchase. That way we can have our assistant look it up as soon as possible and get you in. 9.9 times out of 10, basically once you do purchase the course within 24 hours, you will get an email from us. So do double check your spam and promotion folders just in case. It will be sent from support@cultivatecrypto.com. But if you have not received that, then yeah, definitely send us an email there and we'll get you that as soon as possible today. But what do you call it?
It's usually in the spam folder.
Yeah, it's usually in the spam folder or something like that. So just double check.
All right.
So yeah, CastleClub guys, go in there now. Do we have it pinned for them? Okay, go in CastleClub guys, log in, whether you're on premium or regular CastleClub, got something special over there for you guys. Or some of you guys want a payment plan, we got that as well. And if you got your shit together, you should be able to buy it in one shot.
Awesome.
But guys, it's a huge, bro.
For the people who are looking for the payment plan information, basically once you go onto the link that's in the description there as well as in the chat, you press that, you'll be shifted over to the website for Fresh and Fit, and then on that website there will be add to cart, and there will be the option to pay by PayPal or PayPal credit. If you don't see the PayPal credit option there, that's the one where you pay in 4 installments. If you don't see that option there, you can send us an email to support@cultivatecrypto.com and we'll help you out with that process as well if you need that.
Sweet.
Yep.
Also, the other thing too, guys, I'll show you guys my portfolio real quick because there's no cap in my reps. And the other thing I want to say is, like, I'm actually down a significant amount of money, but that's good for you guys because that means the crypto market, you can go ahead, it's going to go up and you can get in. And I got most of my stuff is in Bitcoin and Ethereum. So I'll show you guys this real quick.
Also, last call I brought Doge and Sui based on their predictions, and they've been right all the time. Here we go.
Which one should I do? This one, right?
For Myron's screen. Yep.
4.
Just move.
4?
Yeah, there you go.
No, I think. Okay, hold on.
Hey.
You got it. Yep.
There you go.
Holy
Yeah,
shit,
there we go.
man.
Woo! It was
500K.
It was like over 500 the other day. So that means that it's dipping, guys. So take action now, man.
And you know,
And
what's funny about
last time that we were on, last time we were on in September, it was 273.
Yeah.
thousand.
Oh,
So it's doubled since last time we were here.
And here's the thing. I showed them my purchases. I didn't buy anything really.
Yeah, nothing.
Let me show you guys. So it was 273. We did our last show, right? And then I'm going to, again, this is live. I'm going to literally pull up my transactions here.
And it's funny because Myron doesn't even look at that shit. Hardly ever.
Look, I'm going to click.
Buy and holding wins, bros.
You guys see this?
Long term.
I'm going to click. Can they see that? Or should we do the other camera?
Other camera.
This one?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, yeah. Let's do this one, right? I'm going to go buys, right?
Perfect. Buys.
Click buys.
Yep.
Right? You guys see that? No caps in my shit.
Yep.
Buys.
Apply.
Yep.
Apply. Boom.
Okay.
Last time I bought anything?
That was August 31st last year, 24.
Right? Damn. So you guys, so that means
So what does that mean, guys?
transparent as fuck. You guys see it. I didn't buy shit and I doubled my portfolio. That's why I'm fucking so passionate about this shit, because I want you guys to win too. Because if you guys had made moves back in September when we were telling you cryptocurrency, Bitcoin's at 60K right now, you guys would have doubled your shit. And you guys saw I didn't buy anything. I didn't buy shit.
You know what's crazy? This reminds me of Noah and the Ark. The flood was coming. People said, oh, no, these guys are capping. It's not going to rain. Then when it rained and the earth went underground, pretty much underwater, they were dead. But in this case, you might just lose a lot of money. But same story.
No, G Hubba, see, you trying to say, oh, LMAO, didn't Myron say he bought something? No, I converted my Solana to Ethereum. That's what I did.
Yeah.
I
Super
bought last show, actually. I bought Sui and Dogecoin. So there you go.
Yeah, I converted some other coins to Ethereum. I'm all in pretty much on Ethereum and Bitcoin at this point.
Yeah.
That's
And
what I
like
did.
when we were here in September, we were telling people about Sui and everything like that. Sui was like sub-dollar.
Yeah, it was about $1.50, and I think when we first started telling our guys, it was about $1 to $1.20,
Yeah.
or 80 cents to $1.20, somewhere in there. So it's chilling at like $3 right now.
And that's after it was a much higher and it came down.
Yeah, it got down to up to like $5 or something.
Yeah, there's something called season. Like there's gonna be a Sui season at some point, just like Solana season, meme season, crime season. Currently in crime season, apparently.
First,
First.
Easy Chain apparently is coming out next week.
Oh,
Rich,
That's what he said on Twitter today.
yeah, Rich the Kid rugged another crypto coin apparently yesterday.
Bro, these rapper man,
bro, nigga, that's a bro.
I will tell you this, right? If I had like guidance with like Charlie or Miguel or something like shit like that, and like some idiot like some celeb put out a coin, and like there was a potential to make a bunch of money, and you make the money before they fucking rug it, then I would do it if I had guidance. But like if I didn't have no, I mean as in to invest a coin, I would never do a coin myself. I'm not saying I would start a coin. I'm saying like if a celeb was like, I'm gonna pump this coin, blah blah, because you guys made a bunch of money like on Trump and these other coins, right? Like
Trump,
guys got it and it got out.
Yeah, 9 times out of 10 we don't even play with those ourselves. The celebrity coins are
you guys
usually
don't
just
even touch them?
terrible.
Okay, then
right?
I wouldn't touch it then.
But like,
if they don't touch it, then I'm not going to touch it, bro.
Trump
Fuck
is
that.
one of those rare ones.
Never mind.
I might throw some money in the Yeezus coin.
Yeah, we gotta play around with the Ace coin a little bit.
A little bit,
Okay,
but the thing is, if it's like let's just say Kanye drops it at 8 in the morning, and you see it at 10 o'clock at night, bro, just skip it, bro. You're gonna get rinsed, bro. It's over.
Then in that case, I'm not buying no fucking celeb coin. Never mind. Then if they're not doing it, then I'm not doing it.
Funny story. We actually met
we
Smith.
rarely do it. And then if the only time we ever like, okay, maybe it's like if like as an example, right? Like the Trump coin, like right now, Trump coin's down like 75-80% from its all-time high. Is Trump the president? Yes. Is he still supporting it? Yes. Buying Trump coin right now is probably not a terrible idea. Just something, right? If you're going to like speculate.
It's a high risk on speculative play. So it's like, okay, take a small percentage of the portfolio, like 2 or 5% of the portfolio.
Right.
Put that in there, see what it does if that's what you want to do, right? Like we give you guys like an entire portfolio breakdown in the webinars as well. Like
no Melania though. No Melania.
Yeah, exactly. Just you want to lose money, right?
I think Charlie and Miguel, here's the rule. No woman coins. Period.
There you go.
Okay?
Hey, yeah.
There you go. That's the rule right there.
Hey, you save your savings.
What's the rest of these chats?
Do you see that guy here in Miami that got robbed by his stripper girlfriend?
Can we pull that?
Like $800,000 of like Trump coin.
I think he got robbed from his.
It's on my Instagram
wallet,
actually. I got it on my Instagram.
Okay.
We can pull it up. Guys, by the way, follow me on Instagram, niggas. Myron Gaines X on there. I post like 4 to 5 times a day. I be posting a lot of reels, man. You guys gotta stop. I mean, I'm not talking about you guys, but I'm talking about some of the people out here listening, bro. You gotta stop teaching these strippers about crypto.
Oh,
like for real, dude. Like, oh my god, man, this is so like the worst thing you could do is teach your significant other about crypto. Just showing people how to rob you blind.
Cheeky, the course ends on Thursday. We're going to Vegas for Access Vegas with Michael Sartain and Rolo Tomasi. After that show, the course is going to be over. So get in while you still can before Thursday. After that show, it's going to be completely over and shut off.
Yeah,
Thursday at midnight to 27.
Yep, and we extended it just for you guys here on the show today. So, but Fresh and Fit will be from here on Thursday.
In the meantime, we'll do some chats while we pull out that video or that article.
It's crazy. I mean, he was like crying about his girl too. He's like, "Oh, I gave her everything. I spent anything she asked me for. I gave it to her." I was like, "Oh my god, bro."
Slurp the Dipero WCMC.
Slurp the Dipperoo.
Dipperoo. Okay. Dipperoo.
Okay. Make it move. Yeah.
Slocho says
there's a dip right now. I was at 507 and now I'm down to 470. So there's a dip right now, motherfuckers. Get in. Like,
well, you still can. Can I pay for the CMC at a discounted price from my Bitcoin core wallet?
Yeah, if you are in CastleClub, you'll be able to do so. We'll extend a paying crypto link to everybody in CastleClub.
Yep. Boom. Got you guys right now. CastleClub, we got a link in there for you guys. If you're regular, whether you want to pay in crypto or you want to pay regular, we got something special for you guys there. And CastleClub Premium and regular and CastleClub Premium and regular CastleClub. The link is there for you guys. We got y'all ninjas. And if you are not a member of CastleClub, regular nigga, no problem. You could pay in installments if you want.
With PayPal.
We're gonna have a private AMA with the guys from CastleClub and CastleClub Premium in the next few days and stuff. So it's gonna be a private exclusive AMA. It's gonna be recorded for you guys, and you get to ask us as many questions as you guys want.
Boom.
So
nice.
For free.
For free.
For free.
What's next
one?
one?
For free. CastleClub guys.
Lord Malachi. This is a funny picture here. CastleClub Premium in the building. The meetup was fire. W Fresh and W Bills for coming to the crib. Everyone here had a great time. Loved the meetup. Yeah, man, it was awesome, bro. I met a lot of good guys there. Some from Cali, Texas. Some from friggin' Dubai. It was lit. He don't love you 5. The broski won't understand, gentlemen. I've been buying ETH and BTC back in 22 because of you guys.
Nice.
I'm up 10x now. Oh, wow.
Let's go.
baby.
Go, bro. And Ethereum, and here's the thing, like Ethereum, you bought it kind of when it was expensive in 22.
Yeah.
So, bro, you're only on the way up now.
Yeah.
So, because you're obviously it's way cheaper now.
So your portfolio is going to be $1 million pretty soon.
Oh yeah.
See, Myron's nice. I ain't showing you all shit, man. Okay, what's the next one? Dirty Since 90 says, hey guys, respect for what you're doing, trying to help people set up their future. Question, what do you guys think about Hex, PLS, and PLSX? I sacked for PLS maybe like 5% of my crypto bag. Just wondering your opinions on ecosystem and if RH is really a trustworthy individual.
So obviously, right, like it's obviously how everything's painted and stuff. So I think it's going to do very well. But like just like most of crypto, I mean, you just barely had like Robinhood get out of a lawsuit, Coinbase get out of a lawsuit. The SEC like put a bunch of these fictitious, essentially lawsuits on hundreds of entities in cryptocurrency, not just corporations, individuals, and exchanges, which is it's just insane. Can you imagine like the largest cryptocurrency exchange is under investigation from the SEC?
Yeah.
And the SEC is like, yeah, this is kind of stupid, my bad, and they just repealed it right now. Like a lot of the FUD that's happening in crypto is because of Gary Gensler, and Gary Gensler is no longer at the SEC anymore. Yeah. It's actually bullshit. Like realistic, I mean, you should always know who's in these positions, but in reality, you shouldn't know Gary Gensler at all. Yeah, and that's actually a problem that you even know who that is.
And they abuse their power massively. And sent against individuals in the crypto space who had just like saying, I like Hex or I like, Pulse Chain or any of these coins. They actually sent like SEC, like what do you call it? Like litigation against them and stuff like that. It was like absolutely terrible to go against like normal people who are just like trying to make a way in an ecosystem for themselves.
Exactly. And then like they just went and they this is I think this is in Europe. They just went after the largest cryptocurrency exchange, which is CZ. He just got, I mean, he just literally served his time here in the States and he's out. He's not even in trouble in the United States, but Europe's got a problem with it. So it's like all these, what's happening in a way is there's geopolitical things happening. So
how do we kill the crypto natives?
Right. How do we kill the crypto natives, as well as how do we hurt business interests of the United States as well? So because if when the United States hates crypto, China's all in, Europe's all in. The United States likes crypto. Now Europe's like, how can we screw over cryptocurrency? They kicked out Tether out of the Eurozone. Why? Oh, because Tether is dollar backed. It's a dollar coin, right?
And they did talk with the United States government. There was actually meetings between Tether and the United States government recently because of that.
Yeah, and then now Tether's moved over to El Salvador, where they're treated best and where you're not taxed on Bitcoin. Bitcoin's like legal tender, so if you make profits on Bitcoin and you live in El Salvador, there's no taxes at all, which is really, really good.
Also, they want the link in the chat for CastleClub. The link for the discount.
Yeah, we'll have that after the stream
after
today.
The stream, we'll have the link for you guys.
After the stream.
Yeah,
check
we'll get it
the
for you guys.
CastleClub feed.
Yeah, we'll post the link and pin it at the very top of CastleClub for you guys after the stream. All right.
Oh, it's not there yet?
No,
we just decided that right as we went live, so we'll put in that right after the stream.
In the Discord.
The links in the Discord?
Yeah, the Coinbase commerce.
Okay,
yeah,
it's
so
in
if
Discord.
anyone wants to pay with crypto, it's in there.
Oh,
Awesome.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the crypto one is there.
Yeah, and that guy who asked that question is smart too, because he said like, you know what, I'm invest 5%. I think this is what I can handle. And that's the problem too, is that sometimes people want huge returns and then they go 100% risk and then can't handle the risk.
Yep.
And that's a problem. So like, it's like me all on black, everything I have, all my net worth on black. And if it doesn't land on black, I'm pissed.
Yeah.
Which is that's not how you really should be investing. You have to make these long-term investments. A 5% investment into something that does very well, you're going to do very well with that. I mean, you don't need to go crazy. I mean, like a 5% investment allocation into something like Pulse Chain or Sonic or something like that, and it does a 20x for you. That's really significant for your net worth.
Yeah, and what we're really trying to do for each person, each cycle, is to add a zero to your savings account in crypto. So let's say you start with $1,000 right now in crypto. And by the end of this year, because you got into the crypto mindset course this quarter and you've been compounding it over the course of the year with good swing trades on the Bitcoin 60-day cycle and stuff like that, by the time we get to, let's say, the end of the year, you're at 8,000 overall. Great. Could you have done better? Maybe. Did you do good? Very, great. You did wonderful, right? So you got your first 8,000. Oh shit. That's not quite the first 5 figures, right? Then in the bear market, you accumulate as coins are cheap, and then boom, within the next couple of years, you get past that first 5-figure mark. So congratulations, you saved over $10,000. You're better than 99% of Americans, right? With actual money that you have saved. And then the next cycle, the next 4-year cycle, so from 2027 through 2029, the goal is then to get you from that $10,000 5-figure mark past 6 figures. And, you know, maybe you get after taxes to $250,000 that cycle, boom, 2029. Then the next cycle after that, you keep using the stuff that you've learned from us in this course and then continue to adjust that as the market changes. Then boom, by the time you get to 2033, in the value of that day's dollars, not necessarily in today's dollars because inflation will eat away at it, but in 2033 dollars, then you'll be able to get to that 7-figure plus market. So if you get to, like, let's say, you know, $2.5 million by 2033, but you started with $1,000 today, like, that's pretty freaking wild. Where else can you get those types of returns? And that's something that if you use this as a vehicle for you to kind of get to that level, that's just, and then all along your way, then you can start branching off and doing other things like real estate and other stuff to secure more, you know, of your long-term wealth. That's perfectly fine. But this is why we talk about, you know, the Citadel ranking up in your value every single 4-year cycle. And there's ways to make that faster, but that's even like over a 12-year span or an 8-year span. That's about the amount of time it takes in crypto to really accumulate like some wealth.
Imagine like it's like an example, like we've been in crypto like 8-9 years now. And when I said, right, so Ethereum was $8, Bitcoin was $500 as an example, right? Imagine if somebody just bought in 2017, 2016 and just held that for 8 years, how much would they be up? A lot. But you see the change during bull market year. You make a lot of money and it crashes down and you forget because of the emotion of like the roller coaster. But you look out far enough, 6, 7, 8 years, you just start going, wow, it's something massive. It's not getting like, I'm not sure if I'm gonna get rich. It's making sure you're gonna get rich for sure. It's having a plan. Very few, I'm telling you, most people, they don't see a light at the end of the tunnel of how to make that $1 million or how to like get financially free. Like I think Myron was saying this on the other show, like that first $10,000 is so important. That first $100,000 is so important. I've seen guys like, oh my God, I only made $200,000 this year, bro. I should be a millionaire by now, brother. You know, this is the first time you ever made $250,000. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, and for the people who already do have a lot of wealth, right? That's like Michael Saylor as an example, and BlackRock as well. They're retaining their wealth against inflation by parking in Bitcoin as digital real estate, just like Myron's been doing as well.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
Shit.
any other questions?
We got
or
that
we could...
video we could play. Let's play that video.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's tough out here, man.
Don't be this guy, guys. Be red-pilled with your crypto and with your women, or else you end up like this dumbass nigga, which you're gonna see right now.
Is it gonna get it back or no?
Well, she has it
Maybe.
and she's in custody right now at ICE.
All right, let's see.
Wait,
Guys,
she wasn't even legal?
By the way, I post
No.
like this all the time, niggas. Myron Gaines X
It was
on
on Eastern Europe, I think.
on Instagram, bro. We need to hit 100K.
Oh no, dude.
22-year-old woman escorted from a downtown Miami hotel accused of ripping off her ex to the tune of $850,000.
I had great intentions with her. I loved her with all my heart. I treated her to the best that I could.
Michael Anthony Bravo is a guy who hit it big in the crypto market. He also thought that finding Jabali last June was a win in the love department.
I always, spoiled her with great dinners, whatever she wanted, whenever she wanted to go shopping. I provided for her. I helped pay her bills.
But this relationship would head south a couple of weeks ago. He fell asleep on his yacht and woke up to find she was gone, along with his American Express credit card and $850,000 in cryptocurrency.
As soon as she transferred the Trumpcoin from my wallet into her wallet, she left within 7 minutes.
I think this was a plan from day one, that she targeted my client, that she's much more sophisticated than he gave her credit for. And for someone 22 years old to have set all this up, this can't be her first rodeo either.
Private investigator David Bolton was hired to track her down and found her in a downtown Miami hotel on Valentine's Day, where Miami police confronted her. Investigators say she told them, "That loser is my ex-boyfriend. He lets me use his credit card." Police say she also booked an Airbnb with his card, with a charge of more than $4,200. She was arrested for grand theft and credit card fraud. But the problems for Bravo didn't end there. After appearing in court, the Tunisian native was handed over to immigration officials. The problem is she has the key to a crypto wallet that holds Bravo's money.
And that's kind of put us in the bind that we are with immigration at this point. And certainly we don't want her to be deported until she goes before a judge and before our client is made whole.
22-year-old woman escorted.
In the world.
There's some serious she's gonna get hit with some serious grand larceny charges, bro.
There's some dude in the background that coached her. There's no way she probably would have built that.
Yeah, well, I mean, what the guy said in a different interview.
His dumbass probably taught her.
Put her on game, yeah.
He coached her up on. She was like, "Oh, you know, you're doing really well with this crypto stuff. I want to learn how to basically use crypto." And then, when he was asleep on the fucking yacht, she fucking knows where his seat addresses 100%. Are. Fucking takes the $850K of Trumpcoin because that's probably what he was boasting about at the time.
These hoes are smart, man. They'd be like, "Poppy, can you teach me how to do this too, babe? So I can learn like you. I want to be like you, and learn about crypto, bruh." Come on, man.
Miguel, Charlie, what does the red pill and crypto have to do with anything? It has everything to do with everything.
Yep.
This is why we didn't fall for Haktua coin. We didn't fall for Melania coin. Like, this is why we haven't fallen for these rugs.
No,
this is why we
coins.
any money to rich the kid.
Period. All right. Okay, so real quick, how do we avoid this happening, Charlie and Miguel, in your experience? This is pretty simple, but how do we avoid this happening to the average guy here that's making good money
I
crypto?
mean, yeah, first of all, like Miguel said, like, don't talk about your crypto like crazy, right? Like, hey, here's, you know, exactly how much I've made in crypto. Here's exactly how I'm doing it. And like, this is where I keep my seed phrases and all this stuff, right? Like, I mean, Florida, Nevada, Texas.
I see niggas showing their crypto wallet to girls. I'm like, bro, are you retarded? like, and then you know what's the worst part? Showing their account in their bank. I'm like, bro, y'all niggas.
Having the Bank of America app open while the girls are above them, right?
Yeah.
Never once have I done that, man. I'll show you niggas, but I ain't no showing no bitches.
That is not a flex, bro.
Fuck those whores.
Not your target, but hey,
dumbass.
Yeah, well, and like, there's ways to have security, right? I mean, like, in states like Nevada, Florida, and Texas and stuff, you have open carry laws or concealed carry laws, right, which allow you to defend your home. But also, like, there's a lot of ways, especially once you accumulate, like, especially the amount of money that guy had in crypto, right? You better have some multi-sig addresses, have some non-physical location stuff set up, so that way you actually might have to go to like let's say you have something in California, you have something in New York, you could actually put it to where you have multiple addresses and private keys in different areas that you'd have to go collect in order to go open your wallet.
Key split in half.
Yeah, multi-sig wallet. And so there's a lot of different security measures you can take to avoid stuff like that. But usually it's always human error when there's stuff like that. So it's you press the wrong link and you connected to the wrong contract address.
You love the wrong 304.
You love the wrong 304.
Or you taught her. He probably had all the money on his telephone.
You paid for her to get into the crypto mindset course and didn't take that opportunity for yourself. You know what I mean? There's just like a lot of different ways you could screw it up.
All right, well said.
Crazy. Right. I bet you had it all in the Phantom wallet. I bet you anything. Goddamn it! Like, he had it all
the easiest wallet. Yeah.
And I bet you his code was their anniversary date. Anything, bro. I'd put like 10 grand on that shit right now.
Bills, any more chats? Yeah. All right. We got some Rumble ones, I think, too, as well.
Okay, and then we could also let you guys know the details about the schedule if you want to know more about that or anything else.
Miguel, for the boys, could you please play the N2 start that says "nigga" in the Sega voice?
Bruh.
Shout out N2, man. Shout out, man.
Okay.
I'm finna bridge. N2 is such a funny meme and stuff. It's like it's one of the most viral memes on Solana and stuff.
Second one says
can't repeat it.
These guys are legit. You'll regret not getting into crypto and listening to their advice. I got into crypto mindset course in March/April of 24, but I regret not getting in when I saw them for the first time at FNF in 23. Still up on my investments and getting ready for more wins. Thanks to FNF, DCC, and CC. Shout out to you, bro. One more. And we got Jordan. Hey, guys. Long time no super chat. What percentage of my savings should I invest in crypto? That's a good one.
That's a good one. Very good question.
So we always get this question. It always depends. Part of the answer is always going to be age dependent, right? If you're 18 years old, you basically have damn near no savings, so you can go a little heavier. But if you're 50, 60, or 45, and you have children, kids, that's a different complete answer. Like we have, I mean, we have some pretty sometimes irresponsible people come up to us and ask us like, hey Miguel, I've got three kids, 2 baby mamas, 2 house payments, and should I empty out my 401k and go all in? And I'm like, yeah, you should. No, but like it's sort of thing where like starting off with like 10-20% of like something that you might be going like $400, $500, $100 to get started, and then you figure out, okay, how much do I get paid a week? How do I get paid? Do I get bi-weekly, monthly? Okay, and start like a plan. Like I'm gonna invest $100 a month or $100 a paycheck just to get comfortable, and eventually you kind of build that dollar cost crypto. That's why I call myself dollar cost crypto, is because you have to dollar cost average. It's a great strategy where you're able to, you know, invest a little bit every month or every paycheck, and over a period of time it becomes a pretty decent amount of money.
Yep.
All right. And that was the last one, Bills? One more?
One more.
All right, cool. Clifton Hawley says, hey Charlie, I know you go hard in the paint when it comes to ETH. What is your price prediction on Ethereum?
So right now, with the way the market's going, like the market's a little bit slower for Bitcoin and Ethereum. Like right now, we have Bitcoin popping back up to that 92,000 range, but we still have potentially a few more days before a 60-day cycle low. So if Bitcoin does break below $89,000 here to end the month of February, you basically want to look at Ethereum in 2 ways, right? You want to look at target number 1 and then target number 2. And this is by, if you take a fib retracement from the top of the price last cycle to the bottom of the bear market, 2 fib levels, the 1.618, the 2.618 would bring you, and if you don't know what that means, jump into the Crypto Mindset course. We go through TA and how to do simple TA. But the first area for Ethereum is about $7,300 Ethereum, and the second area is about $11,500.
Yep.
Which actually, those are the same area of prices when we first had the consult with Myron on Bitcoin back in 2019, which is fucking wild, right?
We're getting like a weird deja vu, like it's almost feeling like Ethereum is in 2017 for Bitcoin, like where Bitcoin was.
Yeah, and so like we're back in that 2017 to 2019 region for Bitcoin prices, but on Ethereum at that point. So anyways, the first half of the year, right, we want to see Ethereum hit a new all-time high. I think by the time we have the Bitcoin conference, which is the 27th to 29th of May, you could see Ethereum hitting those prices by then. You could also see Bitcoin at new all-time highs going between $125,000 to $150,000. If we do get that scenario, then the second half of the year, we have a lot of the global liquidity cycle still going. And so it's likely that we actually hit the top of the cycle sometime between July to November for Bitcoin. And by extension, altcoins about a month after whenever Bitcoin hits that. And so if Ethereum could hit that 7,300 in the first half of the year, then the second half of the year, it would hit that 11,500 most likely. And a stretch target of maybe like 16,000 if it gets real crazy. But at this point, you know, you take one step at a time, that target first, then the next target if we hit that within the first half of the year. If we don't, then you might have like 2 separate altcoin cycles, one in the first half of the year this spring and then one in the second half. But they might be a little bit more disjointed since Wall Street is kind of playing this game right now.
I'm looking right now. I remember I did my consult with you at the end of 2019. I bought my first part of Bitcoin. I bought 1/3, 0.33%, basically 0.33 for $2,800.
Damn.
And at the time, one Bitcoin was $8,389. This is January 8th, 2020. $8,389 Bitcoin. Could you fucking imagine? And now 5 years later, it's at
11 times higher.
Yeah, when we had the consult, it was during the Christmas break of 2019, so just a couple of weeks before you actually bought. And the price I remember was about $7,300. So by waiting that extra week to get in and everything, the price had gone up about $700.
So guys, like, bro, I thank God that I did that consult and I fucking took action back then. And I bought this 1/3 of a Bitcoin, which I thought was so much money. That $2,800 I put in, and it was worth Bitcoin at that time, January 8, 2020. This is before the pandemic, by the way. Was $8,389 at 42 cents when I bought it.
Wow,
10x that money within 5 years.
And speaking of the pandemic, right? Look at what happened in the market with that $1,200 stimmy check. What do you think is going to happen when we get the 5? I don't know if it's going to be the full 5,000.
They just posted you got to make a certain amount of money to get that 5K back. So the fucking the brokies are about to start crying. I was about to make a racist comment, but we on YouTube. But bro, we already know who's going to start fucking crying, right?
We know.
Yeah.
Popeyes.
Yeah.
All right. Guys,
How dare
sign up on
you.
the schedule.
I tweet about on X if you guys want the unrestricted version. Go on X, Mark.
Go on X.
I tweet about that.
And we got well after I was with some girls right after this. So tell them Charlie and Miguel the schedule.
Okay, yeah. If Mo could throw up the schedule there, it'd be perfect. I'm trying to watch it on my side here so I can see what you guys have on the back end because we can't see it here on the Zoom as much. But yeah, so the schedule, I'm assuming it'll be up there as I'm talking about it. So
yes,
let me know. Is it up on your side?
Yeah, it's coming up right now.
Okay,
it's coming up right now.
Yeah, it's a little bit delayed on our side. So yeah, this is the schedule for the Crypto Mindset Q1 2025. It starts on Saturday, March 1st at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Pacific. We're going to start with our Q1 thesis, which essentially is right now we're choosing the best buy opportunity within Q1 for you guys, which is the next 2 to 3 weeks, specifically based on Bitcoin 60-day cycles. And then during this accumulation period, we talk about what our thesis is for the next 3 months. So this is not only Q1, but it goes into Q2 essentially. And so this thesis is all encompassing. This is our main scenario of what we think is going to happen. We'll talk about that on Saturday night, as well as some outlier scenarios of what could happen with black swan events and different things that we might be unexpected coming up. That's the first webinar that we have. The next 2 webinars on March 2nd, that'll be Sunday, will be then we do 10 a.m. and 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time each of those evenings. And with those 2 webinars, we have our top 50 coin list and our top portfolio strategies. So the top 50 coin list, that is distilled from hundreds of thousands of different cryptocurrencies that are out there in the market right now. We distilled down to the top 50 for you guys that you need to know to be relevant within the cryptocurrency space. Then we also do have our top portfolio strategies, which allows you to be like, okay, well, Myron said like I should be all Bitcoin, but these guys say there's an opportunity over here in Sonic. What do I do? And we tell you how to split up your portfolio in a keep it simple, stupid strategy, all the way down to, hey, I've been in crypto a while and I have quite a complex portfolio. How do I adjust that to the current market? We do all of that for you there.
Especially based towards like temperament as well. Because sometimes, these are live and people are asking us questions live. And then sometimes it's like, I'm not sure which way to go. And then I'll say, okay, let me hear how you're feeling right now. Like how you, do you feel like this is risky? And we're able especially because we have some guys who are kind of undecided. They don't know which way to go. And then we're like, you know what? Just hearing you say, bro, I think you should lean towards more safety because I think you might end up kind of cheating out a little bit if you're not very careful. And where somebody else is like, oh no, I think you're probably actually too safe right now. I think you're trying to go for a little more risk. That's fine. It's just don't let it go down too degenerate, basically. And everywhere in between, right?
And then right after we get you guys wanting to be like, hey, I'm bullish on this market. Now's a good time to buy. I want to buy some of these coins. We hit you with the risk management webinar. And the reason why we do this, it's like pouring a little bit of cold water over everybody's head, being like, hey guys, I know this market's exciting. I know it's fun and it's brand new for you, but at the same time, manage your downside because the game is first defense, right? The best defense wins championships. So learn risk management. We have our risk management professional who's from the UK, who's done risk management for multinational companies all across the world, leading that one. So that one's always a good one just to remind everybody, don't be an idiot. Don't use 10 times leverage. Don't use leverage at all for the most part in crypto.
Calm thy tits.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, it's a sort of thing where, Miguel, I've made money this week. This is crazy, bro. My mom's still has money in her wallet.
All in, baby. Let's go.
I still have a kidney. Yo, let's pause. Let's calm down a little bit. Let's chill a bit. Let's just calm down.
And then we do a technical analysis webinar. I'm going to give you guys our previous crypto mindset course for Q4. Technical analysis basics plus add on to that for people who are more experienced with technical analysis. That's on March 4th in the evening. And then on March 5th, we're going to go into the best swing trades here in Q1 going into Q2. And so what we're going to do with this, like I mentioned earlier, is we're going to use the 60-day cycles, aka the Lucas cycles, to get into the best positions here at the beginning of, at the end of Q1 here. And then we're going to swing that along with the next 60-day cycle. For those of you guys who already do know the 60-day cycles from previous courses, you'll know that there are different buckets of time within the 60-day cycle. Once you identify a 60-day cycle low, you have about, I would say in the first half of a cycle, you have about 2 main buckets of where price can go to in terms of time. And then if you do maximize beyond that, and you have what we end up calling a right translated cycle, then what do you call it? What date do we stay bullish until is a good area to take profit? So we mentioned within Q1, going into Q2, when is the best time to take profit based on assets that are correlated with Bitcoin. Then we have an off day or a couple off days because between March 6th to the 10th, or sorry, to the 9th, we have a conference here in Vegas, a crypto conference that we're going to, the Pulse Chain Tour and the Pulse Chain Conference. So anybody who's coming and seeing us there will be able to meet us in person. And we'll be then getting some information, the nitty gritty in the Pulse Chain community. We're getting some of the alpha for you guys there and bringing it back to the course as well. But then we come back from break, and this is all live and again, like all given to you guys throughout these webinars and recorded, so you guys can review this afterwards. But then we have on-chain analysis on March 10th with Bitcoin and altcoins. So how to understand the information that is open to everybody on chain. How can you basically see what's happening in the market based on where money is actually moving? You know, Michael Saylor is saying he's buying this much Bitcoin. If we go and look at his wallet, is he actually? How can you verify that, right? Don't trust, verify. We teach that in the course, and that's something that you don't do in any other market. It's crypto specific. And when when securities get tokenized into crypto assets at some point in like 2028, 2029, and as Kevin O'Leary says, crypto becomes the 12th sector of the S&P, then you'll know how to look on chain at the basic way and understand really what's moving around there, and you won't be able to have the wool pulled over your eyes here in crypto.
Yeah, as time goes along, we're going to have to, this is going to bleeds into fundamental analysis, which is what I do, which is where we look at the balance sheet, or we look at the founder, we look at the team, we kind of look at like, what's the token supply, what's the emission, and what emissions are is like, how much supply is coming online? Is it deflationary, which means the supply is actually going down over time? Is it inflationary, the supply is growing over time? Or is it kind of just very stagnant, basically? And then we go over some, volume, exchanges, where to buy the coin, and just basically all around where to look for news and how to do research, like where's the Telegram groups, where's the Discord groups? Is it mostly on Twitter? Is a YouTube channel like a gem where they're dropping hella alpha? I'll show you how to research tokens. Charlie will show you how to chart tokens, and together we bring on-chain analytics together, and then we basically start making decisions from there with the most amount of data that we possibly have, which most people are not doing that. They're like, I think this coin looks cool, let's put money in. Yeah. And that's all they're doing.
And we want you to understand our process through this, so you can don't trust, verify our information. But then also, like Myron said in the very first consultation that I had with him, he's like, I tried to explain some on-chain analytics and some of these metrics to me. He's like, bro, just tell me when to fucking buy, because this shit's too crazy for me, right? And we do that too for you guys within the chats and everything. And just being honest. But that's we do that in a way so that the guys who want to check our work and then do their own research can do so. But then also the guys who are just following us, they understand that we're not just picking some of this stuff out of nowhere. We have a method to the madness, right? And you can do it too if you want to. And then we come on the March 11th, and that's when we talk with a CEO of a company that is launching a new coin within the quarter, or basically within the month of March. Talk about a possible Moon Gang node, maybe something about central bank digital currencies being put out there at some point. But this one's an exclusive that you will never find anywhere else. The guy who is the CEO of the company that shall not be named at this moment in this webinar, it doesn't go around and give too much information there. But one thing I will say is their corporation is related to the beginning of Bitcoin, the beginning of Ethereum ICO, as well as Cardano. So pretty important company that we're going to be talking with there.
Yeah, we've been networking for a long time to make sure to bring these things to you. And as we get, longer, more we stay longer and longer in the crypto community, and we start bringing pretty influential guests, token founders and stuff like that as well. But, one thing that we always do is we have a Q&A kind of in the middle of the course, in order to kind of all right, let's slow down. Let's stop for a second. Is anyone feeling like they're falling behind a little bit? And then we answer everyone's questions, get everyone caught up. All right, cool, boom. And then we turn the jet burners on, and we go into Sonic session plays, which is basically I'm going to show you guys about how to LP, how to yield farm, essentially how to invest into an ecosystem where the underlying tokens are actually
core DeFi principles
actually pump and they generate income. This is basically a different way to invest, where you are lending your tokens to a protocol or to a liquidity pool, and you're getting compensated in both tokens and fees as well, which is pretty solid strategy when it's actually that sort of time. It's Sonic season right now, so it's really profitable. We managed to get our guys into Shadow. This is a token that went from $5 to $200 in 2 weeks.
And if you're brand new to crypto and you're like, well, I don't know how to do anything in DeFi, this basically gives you exactly how to do it, but then also turns you into like a DeFi ninja so that you essentially know how to really use the space. And then for people, let's say you're a person on Wall Street and you're like, actually, my firm Fidelity is getting heavy into this and I want to get a promotion within this. Well, like through the Sonic ecosystem, we'll be able to show you exactly how these systems work within DeFi and really how to, like I said, become a DeFi ninja. And when you can do that, then you can actually, you'll be better off than most people on Wall Street in terms of actually how to natively work within the cryptocurrency space.
Right.
Then you already know how those tools work in the traditional space. And so you'll be able to marry those two together. Whereas some retard, in Fidelity who only looks at the, traditional side of it, they won't know anything on the crypto native side. And so they'll be lost with half the
goggles stay on, you guys. The goggles stay on.
Yeah. I think Sonic is one of those ones where we have, the guy with Tyler Durden, what do you call it? That handle on Twitter. That guy's been pretty bullish on it. We have the crypto dog. People like these larger crypto.
Sounds ridiculous. The account names sound ridiculous.
They're ridiculous, but like
they're giant accounts.
They're large accounts that talk about crypto all the time, and they've just started finding out about Sonic. We've been talking about this for a while. Shout out to
trader season. Shout out trader season.
Yeah, I was gonna say shout out $24 million because Shadow has been one of the things on Sonic that's actually been moving really, really well, and so our guys made a lot.
As well as Andre as well, like pioneer in DeFi. If you guys don't know who Andre is, he's a guy that's leading Sonic. Andre Crone, who's leading Sonic. He's like revolutionized EVMs and created all kinds of tokenomics.
He's showing Vitalik how a community token should, or how a community should be run,
right?
Through a layer one, and actually how to promote it properly through Sonic Labs. So we're gonna be talking about all that in there. We're gonna be talking about Pulse Chain from what we took from all those different information we have
conferences
there.
And everything as well. Yeah,
we will have a surprise crypto guest. We'll be talking about how to prepare for crypto taxes a month before tax season comes here in April, and then we're going to have a Q&A at the very end with extra coin picks and stuff like that. So that's all within 15 freaking webinars, about 3 hours on average each one, different subject each one, all recorded, given to you guys so that we never take it away from you. You can have that for the rest of the year to go through. You can have it for next year as well, and you can always come back to it. So there's some evergreen topics in there as well as quarterly topics that we change every quarter simply because the market's changing. But yeah, we're here to get you guys opportunities and help you understand the market better. So this is the best way to do it. It's better than going to MIT, going to Stanford for crypto, because this is actually how you make money in crypto versus those guys just tell you how to blockchain works.
Right. And guess what? There's more. We also have flash webinars. There's some major shit goes down, like, holy crap, man, the whole market's nuking or the whole market's going bananas. We like, oh, everyone's making a lot of money or money's starting to get lost, or wow, there's a huge opportunity. We're with you guys. We'll do a flash webinar. We usually invite, the crypto mindset course, part of the Citadel as well. And we make sure that you guys are informed to the best of our knowledge of like what's going on, how we're moving our portfolios, or whether we're buying or we're selling. And you don't really get that really, because like the average crypto course or anything you want to call it, you can't even call most of these courses really. I mean, they're just pre-recorded, fabricated bullshit that's pretty much used up old. I mean, the only kind of course I could think of that maybe would hold any value is just because Bitcoin doesn't like evolve that often. Maybe a Bitcoin course might, you'd be able to like learn the basics of Bitcoin, but as soon as you get into DeFi and you start getting into new stuff, they could talk about a meme coin, and then the meme coin is basically non-existent anymore and rugged. So this is why our materials stays fresh, is because it has to stay fresh. Like we constantly update it. And what happens is as time goes on, we may drop some breaking news as the month of March is we're getting through the middle of March already. There can be some big news. We may have to shift strategy in the middle of the course for you guys, and that's why it's an evolving animal throughout the entire thing and stuff. So that's why Crypto Mindset wins.
Yep, we're here to take care of you every quarter.
Boom.
Bam. So guys, course is live, man. Get in there. Don't be a fucking brokey. We are gonna have some after hours here in a little bit. We're gonna close the show out. Guys, any last words to the people?
Just follow us on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, under for me, Cultivate Crypto, under all three banners, for DCC, Dollar Cost Crypto, under all three banners as well. We get free content on those platforms all the time. We will be off of those platforms, no longer doing live videos while we're doing the course, because we're 100% dedicated to everybody that's taking the boot camp here. We'll be back on YouTube probably about a month from now when we're back on those channels. But you guys can go and watch them free
information. March 1st, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
webinar
March
start
1st.
March 1st. Yeah,
Monday, March 1st. Two Zoom calls. It's going to be crazy.
And that's how
Get in there,
dedicated
guys.
we are. We stopped streaming. We just fully dedicate ourselves to the guys in the course.
Boom. All right. Guys, love it. We'll catch you guys back here with some lovely ladies in about 30 to 40 minutes. I think we're going to go probably live around 11 o'clock. Charlie and Miguel, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll catch you guys back here in a little bit for After Hours. Peace.